guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown, Tracey Brown. Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown. Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live.
My favorite symbol is the tree of everything.
Sky's side of the story, and this morning, Sky's side of the story, you could, like, it was like this, boom, 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 boom. So I'll do what I can to, you know, allow y'all to hear my side, but my side is not enough because I got Sky. What's your name? Beautiful Conundrum.
Hello.
Hi. So we've got. Let me see the comments first.
I didn't hear what you were saying.
I was talking to IG. I was letting them know that they might have to come over to YouTube. Hi from Atlanta. Hi, Wanda. More like Purple Heart Love. Thank you, Alexi. And right, why is she blocking me? What is that? That is so stupid. Hello, everyone. Elena, Callie, how are you? Be Angel, Tracey Brown with hearts. Thank you. Hi, Jerry. How are you? Tres Leche Love. I didn't dream it. Here we go. Here we go. We got some explaining. We got some explaining to do. Yeah. Where is Brian?
Huh.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Gabby's funeral was today. Does anybody know if Gabby's funeral was today? If I'm not mistaken, I think it was today. Where is Brian? Now, Brian's looking hella guilty. He is looking hella guilty. His parents are looking hella guilty. His siblings are looking hella guilty. Hi, two Kelties. Hi, Crustacia. Hi, Alana Donna. Oh, that's a cute name. Hi, Layson. How is everyone? Okay. He is looking hella guilty. Now, here's what I do want to say, Sky.
Mm-hmm.
The minute I posted that we were doing Brian,
mm-hmm.
I got very sleepy, very lethargic. You get that?
He's too scared to commit suicide. I think he's high. You know, he's on the edge. If they find him alive, it's going to be surprising.
That's my point.
And he didn't have enough. He wasn't brave enough to murk himself. That's the wrong word, murk. He would take himself out, commit suicide.
He could have done that at his parents' house, first of all.
So he went to into the swamp.
Listen to me. Mm-hmm. He's also not an outdoorsman, right? Him and Gabby was going on a crossroad trip with a fully equipped van. When you an outdoorsman, you got stuff. You got repertoire. Maybe that's the wrong word. You got stuff in your car.
They had one of those revisited vans.
But they were doing some cute shit.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't a young man that knows the wilderness.
Yep.
This isn't a couple of people that was trailing through states, right? They were on the highway going from state to state. He's not that boy. He's not that boy that knows the woods.
No.
He might have act like he does.
and someone's helping him. I know
I
you
was
feel
wondering
it.
about that. No,
Someone's helping.
actually, I didn't feel that, but I definitely was wondering, well, why is he so weak then? If someone's helping him, why is he so weak? And if somebody's helping him, is it his dad?
It's somebody in the family. Something happened. Like I said, when I spoke to you about it before, I said something. It wasn't that he meant to kill her. It was a crime of passion. Like she saw something or something happened that she would not co-sign to.
Okay, let's stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
And let's ask the question
Yes.
that I want to know, that I think the police are covering up.
Mm-hmm.
Was he responsible for that gay couple? One of them, the last name I know is Schultz. Was he responsible for that? That's what I want to see, because I think from that question we'll get some answers.
Yep.
All right. No, this was not planned. He did not go into the woods planning to kill her.
It was in the plan.
At all. At all.
Mm-mm.
Sky, was it you that said, I think it was you, when I was speaking to you privately, was it you that said, when they stopped them, they may have already had killed.
Right. Those ladies, yes.
The gay couple.
Yes.
Because he had scratch marks, you said?
He had scratches on his face. I was like, a phone doesn't do that.
Oh, he said, you got to tell the whole story. She said,
when I saw the video, when I actually saw the first time, and I saw her crying, my thoughts were, Spirit said to me, that's not crying from
domestic violence.
Right. You fight with your man is more boogers, more, like, what you, it's not, it wasn't it wasn't that at all. Her crying was like, oh my God.
She was petrified.
Like, oh my God.
She was petrified.
I'm in a lot of trouble. How do I, what story did he tell me to keep going? Because if you watch, I was like, that doesn't seem as off. The energy is really off, because in that instant, I didn't get, you know what I heard? It says, oh, he killed somebody. And she saw it.
Yep. Yep.
And
she sent a cryptic message of all people to her grandfather.
I didn't hear about that. I saw once I saw, because I really didn't follow it. When they first discussed her missing, I instantly thought to myself, she's dead. But me still cooking my own gift, I didn't want to say it out openly. And I think I mentioned
Don't. I would advise you not to be so quick to, but unless you are boom, 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 unless you got it, right? Now, Lamar called it. Lamar, to me, even described like a slow death. It wasn't that quick. Like, he might have left her messed up.
Yes.
And said, I don't care if you died. And then she died. When I listened to Lamar's video, I was like, oh, I think he was describing her death. And in the end, he was like, I don't think she's here.
While you were talking to me.
What's that? You have to talk to me. You have to talk to me when you do that.
I'm sorry. So while you were talking to me, I was shuffling to get my cards together.
Yeah.
The two of cups.
And what does that mean to you?
With him and her, that was a relationship. He really did love that girl. But he had something meant to, like, some people can't process things. He wasn't a person that was, it was going to come out. But he wasn't a person who knew how to separate. He didn't get mad at somebody. He was impulsive. That's the word.
Yeah. Which is why I'm asking, did he kill that gay couple?
Right. He was impulsive. Something happened. They saw. There's something, I don't know, killed.
Because the gay couple, and y'all got to excuse me for saying gay couple over and over again. I don't mean it that way. But I do need to separate that this was a bigger issue. because the gay couple had said to somebody, I think somebody was stalking them. And that's why the police have pulled out of it. The police have pulled out of it, rather like they pulled out from Gabby and Brian because there's new information that they were being stalked. I don't think that's the case.
I don't think that's the case.
But we're going to check. At the very least, we're going to check, were they responsible? Right, somehow. Now, guys, listen. I have someone on the feed with me. This is Sky. All right?
Hey, guys. Hey,
Come
Instagram.
on Instagram. Come on YouTube. You're not going to get what you need on over here. All right. What you got for me? I got to pray first. Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about Brian. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Brian is your child. He's your love. He's your beloved, Father God. Please authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. 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 Like this Slim Shady song when he was burying his mama. They're talking to each other, but I just don't know. Island Dream is talking to Gillian Murray, but I missed what y'all were talking. Hi, Tiffany. Hi. All the gems are in the building. Thank you, gems.
Oh, no.
127 people in the feed. I'm going to go ahead. Hi, Matt. Everybody come over to YouTube. Come over to YouTube. We're going to find out if Brian killed that gay couple.
Or had anything to do with it, yeah.
Had anything to do with them. And did Gabby see it or know it and was petrified? And I think when the cop stopped her and showed this guy that it wasn't domestic violence they stopped her for, she was losing it from knowing what this boy had done. But we're going to check it out first, psychically. So come over to YouTube. Please come over to YouTube. Bye.
Yeah.
Okay, Sky, what you got?
I'm going through my stuff. Yeah, I got that.
Take your time. Take your time. I'll read the comments.
Yeah.
Oh, Stan. Stan had his pregnant girlfriend in the trunk of his car on that Eminem song. Well, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. It's not why no, be careful. When you're in a domestic violence situation, it's not why would she keep quiet. She was trying to talk to her grandpa. She was trying to say something. She was petrified. If you look at the video when the cop stopped her, she is shaking. That's not domestic violence. When you're mad at someone, you're like, I'm pissed off at him. You're right. And then the thing about it is that the cops automatically labels her crazy. And if you watch his behavior, he was calm, he was cool, he was calling her crazy too. What's the difference in the two personalities? When you're mad, even the man is mad when it's domestic violence. Like, you don't know domestic violence. When it's domestic violence, both parties are mad. Who's to blame? We'll figure that out later. But both parties are pissed. He wasn't.
Yeah. So
and he knew he had to get up out of there.
Yes. And the
Stan was cold for killer. Oh, thank you. I didn't even know that. Did you? Stan, the Stan in the song, it was cold for killer.
Oh. Mm-hmm. All right. So what I got, again, I listen to Spirit. So as soon as I started shuffling the cards, so give me an overview of this general thing. I got Pandora's Gift. That means the story is going to come out. More stuff is going to come out. We all know Pandora's box. Mm-hmm. You kind of mask in her hand. How she's looking at it represents spirit or intuition. There's more to it because of the top of her head.
Mm-hmm.
The next card I pulled out was the power of attraction, meaning they had, again, that relationship, they were bonded. He really cared for her a lot. She was
Mhm.
seeing something in him that she was ready to let go of.
She was seeing something good in him.
No, she was getting scared of him. There were things that
Okay.
were going on during the trip that she had no idea until that trip.
Okay. Okay.
You know, it's so funny. Look at the next card.
Oh, that is such a visual card.
And she's underwater against the grain, and the doves are in the air. So he definitely killed her. And it was a slow death.
That's what I was getting.
It was a
That
slow death.
what I was getting is that he might have, his intention was to hurt her really badly, maybe to kill her, but I think she wound up dying on her own, is what I'm getting. Go ahead.
Right. And the next I got, this one is saying releasing allegiances. So, and if you look at the gold bracelet, her
Yeah,
arm
yeah, yeah.
bent
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
except
Yeah,
on
what
her
does that
body,
mean?
she saw something that he didn't want her to tell. If you look at her body, she's passed on. Look at the bugs eating her body. So she must have been crawled
Oh
up like
my
that.
God, those are bugs?
Those are bugs.
Oh.
Flies. I always say when something is dead, you see the fly.
Yeah, yeah, I got you. I got you. Also, look at her hands.
Yes, that's what I was trying to
Like
say.
she was in a struggle with him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Past scars. That's a good point, Tiffany Intuition. There might have been some past scars on this trip, particularly. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I got. So she saw something. Something happened during this trip that she never would have thought him to be. So as far as the last, what I'm getting from that is she saw that's why she died.
Mm-hmm.
Because they weren't having issues like he was beating her, things like that before. On this trip, something triggered him and triggered her that
Mm-hmm.
she saw that
Yeah.
she saw something she could never unsee.
Yeah. I got that.
She saw something she could never unsee. If
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah, she saw something that she this. Yeah, something that she could unsee. There's nothing she could unsee. And even when you look
Mm-hmm.
at the first card with the Pandora's gift and look at her head,
Lift it up a
like
little.
her eyes,
Pandora's gift.
her mask. So I'm thinking her
Uh,
intuition. I don't know. Maybe they're not gonna tell us about the body, but I wonder if he hit her in the head.
I got head injury. I got from the neck up.
Yeah, like he beat her against her head. And this is the him. You know, if you look at it, if you look at this in its kind of weird kind of way, their hands aren't touching,
Yes, but they're connected.
but they're connected. And for
Yeah.
me, I'm seeing this more of a spiritual realm, like her death, this whole big thing he has. He was planning on killing her. He was planning on killing her. Whatever he said to her, he didn't. It was he.
She wouldn't stop. Do you understand, Sky?
Correct. That's what I'm trying to. I'm trying to put in the right words so I can understand. Oh wow, I'm shuffling the cards, guys. And she said he wouldn't stop. Look what fell out
Yep.
as I'm shuffling.
Yep.
So
The real him came out.
right.
She could have been saved. Right, Gillian. She died alone and scared, and she kept saying he left her alone. Yep.
With the regards to the question was about did he have anything to do with it?
With the gay couple.
I had the Page of Pentacles.
Uh-huh.
These came out at the same time.
I need water.
The Six of Swords,
Mm.
along with the Devil.
With the devil. Uh-huh.
The Nine of Wands.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
What I got was something happened. I don't think they ran across them. If they said to them, you know, there's a weird guy here, have you seen them? Because you know those cramping if they see each other. Something happened.
Yeah.
He's involved somehow
Yeah.
with that couple.
Yep.
There's
I was
definitely he's
feeling
involved
that.
somehow. I don't know if he met the gentleman who they say, or was he that gentleman? But I'm getting across by this devil thing. There was something to him already. I don't know if he was underlined already on medications or if he already had psychopathic tendencies.
I wonder if there were psychotropic drugs that they were taking then. Like at night, you know what I mean? You're in the
Correct.
wilderness, so who can you hurt at night? So some drugs, the way I know it is that you have to have somebody watching over you. Listen to what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So one person takes the drug, the other one doesn't.
Got you.
And you have somebody watch over you because I think you can wild out.
Mm.
And if you're in a wilderness, it's easy to take psychotropic drugs because nobody's around. But what if they had already met the gay couple?
Hey, that's what I'm trying to say. As we're talking, I'm asking, but did he have something to do with the gay couple's death?
Oh, yes.
He did. This is the first one that
Yes.
came out. Here's the second one.
Mm.
But they're not going to talk about that right now because the reason why
Thank you.
they're not going to talk about that right now, guys, and why. Oh, this popped out.
What do you get with that?
We've got the Four of Pentacles. I'm trying to get my bearings. I was asking a question in my head. If this is about money, was it about money in the police department? Because they mess up a lot of things, guys. A lot is going to come out. That family's either going to sue that police department.
They better, yeah.
Because there's a lot of things. When they stopped that car, they were supposed to arrest her for the assault of him.
Somebody, at this point, if they would have arrested her, even if it was wrongful, she would have confessed. But she was that nervous.
Mm-hmm. It's funny you say that. I said, would she have confessed? If they would separated her, the hermit card. If she'd have went into the police station, she'd have sang like a bird. She'd have told everything, what she saw, what had happened, because when they stopped her, she was so scared, but not like save me, but scared like, you know how, okay, hear me out, guys. You know how you hear somebody do something and you're there when they do it, and now you're like, now I'm implicated in it, and they convince you. If you're not a strong-willed person, you go,
right.
Oh my God, I can't say anything. I'm going to be implicated as well. You're not like, the hold he had on her was like, well, now you did it too. We're both in trouble.
That's true.
We're both in trouble.
Right.
We're both. So, yeah. So, but they were trying to help her. She was supposed to. The day the police saw her, they were supposed to help her. That family, just be prepared for the parents to sue them for wrong, because she should be allowed.
You know what? The other thing I don't understand, didn't they give her the van to drive off? But what happened to him? Because they were like, oh, guys, separate. So they gave her the van. What happened to him? What did the police do with him? But coddle him.
Basically. This is all about money. I keep getting pentacles falling out my deck as I'm shoveling. So the police department is in trouble. They're in trouble. This is all going to come down to what were you supposed to do? What was the protocol? What's going on with these two women that disappeared? Are you looking for people? Because those are the other people missing. But they were around the same. Okay. So let me shuffle. So
let me tell you, Sky. Yeah. Southern Grace is saying listen to this. This is how they coddle white boys. They put him in a hotel because the van was hers. The van was in her name. They put him in a hotel, like paid for him. Like, I'm so confused by all of this. They put him in some hotel. Everybody's telling me, are you freaking kidding me? A witness called 911 and said they saw him hitting her. A witness said they saw him hitting her. He wound up with scratches, right? Not blood. He wound up with scratches. But like you said, Sky, how did he get the scratches unless he had already killed the gay couple? I'm going to get some water. I can't take this no more.
Yeah, there's something going on. There's a definite, because what I'm looking at, guys, is yeah, this is definitely, he definitely killed her. And
but what about the gay couple?
The gay couple, I'm looking at it here. There's something that happened. They came across the gay couple. They came across those people. They were friendly to them or whatever. Whatever happened, it didn't end well for them. 2 cars.
Okay. Let me tell you something. What if the gay couple was like, sure, come over, eat, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean?
Whatever happened, I don't know the child's name. What's her name, guys?
Gabby.
She was friendly, joking, playing along with them.
Yes.
You know what? While I'm talking to you guys, my mind is getting he didn't like that she was so friendly with them.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't like that they were so friendly with him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that Gabby was friendly too.
Yes, that Gabby was, friendliness. You go I'm not a kid. I am a glamper. If I go camping, I need to be cute, running water. I don't want to be in nobody's van. I don't want no me. I'm too paranoid to be outside. I'll be scared to sleep. I did as a Girl Scout, and I was paranoid. The raccoons tried to get me, and I thought I was going to lose my life. But that's another story in itself. I feel as though she saw something. I think it was an argument of some sort, and it turned a little. She saw something, and she didn't do anything to stop it in her conscience. So when the police stopped them, the argument and the fighting at that time was about that. Mm-hmm. Or did he come across them already dead? No, he did not. That was the question.
No.
Did he come across them dead already? No.
No, they were alive, and they met them.
Right. So they met them alive. He is psychopathic. He's like the beginning stage of those, people that kill people. I wonder if he killed.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Southern Grace says Brian's ex-girlfriend came out and said she knows exactly how he is and he needs to confess. Basically, she called him out for being an abuser. Thank you, Southern Grace.
Yeah. And the other 2 people, and they're not gonna, and it's sad to say in this world, if that had been a man and a woman that were murdered, they would be more maybe tied to him because of how things. Because
say that again. What do you mean by that?
If this was a heterosexual couple, a white heterosexual couple, they would have been more happy to tie that to him because there are things that they're questioning and why they're it's not just because of her death. There were
basically you're saying they have gay phobias.
Yes,
and I get that. I honestly do get that. Hold on. Is he psychopathic? I think he was at the budding stage of psychosis.
Yes.
And that, let me tell you something. You know how I know? Because the parents shut down way too quickly.
Yep.
They don't want the responsibility to look like, to tell about his history. But is he at the beginning? He's probably the type that has hurt cats and dogs, because it starts young like that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, wait.
Breaking news.
LaTanya says, Kelly's fine. She's going live tonight at 10 p.m.
Who the pressure is on for her to tell it all, huh?
After we did our reading on her, right. Mm-hmm. Everybody's been reading her all week. 2 psychics come on, and they were like, we gotta confess. Right.
As you said, that justice card popped out. Yep. She got to come out and tell the truth. Yeah, we come out.
So let's get something clear. You do feel like he killed Gabby?
I do. I know he killed her.
Okay.
The
All
gay
right.
couple, that is, I don't know if he had help with the other person. He did something to that couple. Maybe they weren't supposed to die, but they did die.
But just like I'm getting Gabby wasn't supposed to die either.
Right, like they weren't supposed to die.
I feel like he might have choked her out, but not tried to kill her. I feel like he choked her out. She went unconscious, and he was like, "I'm running."
Right. Yeah, because I'm finding it. So when I look at my cards, I'm getting they met. There was definitely something that went on. Justice card is here. The hermit, like he met those people. There was something that happened that night, and she saw it, and that scared the crap out of her. So I think.
Wait a second, Sky. Zia is saying.
I keep getting this card, the Two of Cups.
But what does that mean to you?
I don't know. It just keeps popping out. Yeah.
Well, try to focus and see what that means to you. But hold on a second. Zia says if he was involved with the couple's murder, then maybe that explains the FBI involvement. Why is the FBI involved? Because the local police did not have jurisdiction or handled it efficiently, and they needed to act quickly. Why is this an FBI case?
Oh. I told you it was
so they're hiding the fact that he killed the. Yes, I don't know if they're hiding the fact that he killed the gay couple. I think what they're saying is that he had nothing to do with the gay couple because they don't want to deal with it. At the time, remember, they didn't find Gabby. So they didn't want to say they were connected. They're going to come back and say there was a connection. They say, Alexis is saying he had help from another woman. That doesn't make sense. No, it's okay. I know you said he had help.
I said that it might have been the person that they were saying they were stalking. Like there's something going on with him. Like this whole trip was an oddity, even for the glamping, the whole thing, driving across country without your family. You know, there's something underneath all this. Like you said, he was the beginning of his psychosis of being a serial killer. Like even that.
Hold on a second. Hold on, Bobby. A psychopath has delusions. A psychopath's diagnosis can be psychosis. Who are you? It all goes together, Bobby. Listen to this. I love the knowledge of the American population in this feed. And when I say American, I'm not being disrespectful to the international people. I'm really sorry. Listen to this guy. The mother retired from the Florida DA office.
He killing people. I'm trying to get my whole. Yeah, if that don't tell you. Yeah. Everybody knew what he did. Wow. I didn't know that his mother was by the DA. But it says that they knew. Everybody knew something was wrong with him. And they liked that girl, but they was scared for her. Mm-hmm. They knew the other girlfriend. But the other girlfriend knew why she ain't saying
Yo, mama, I just got rid of him. Don't worry, sweetie. I just got rid of Plant Man.
What happened, Plant Man? Oh.
He says I'm stupid. All right. Yeah. Can I go now?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. A loving thought, serendipity. Gabby, travel, romance, potential. A loving thought, serendipity. A loving thought to feeling lost, confused, and lonely. A loving thought, serendipity, I think, is Brian. I think he's losing it. I think he doesn't have the mental capacity or mental strength to do this anymore in the wilderness. Like, that's not him. No one taught him that.
You just told me what this card meant. Thank you. The struggle, juggling.
Oh.
She's struggling. He's juggling.
struggling.
He's struggling. He's struggling.
And look
But
at the emotions in the back. Look at the water.
yes, that's
Okay.
Yep.
He's feeling lost, confused, and lonely. All right.
Mm-hmm.
When I put this video on the feed to schedule it for 4 o'clock and then 4:30, the reason why I scheduled it to 4:30 is because I got so tired. All of a sudden, I was like, I can't do this. So I said, let me take a nap. As I was napping, I got, no, you're feeling Brian. You're feeling Brian Laundrie, that he is very, very weak right now.
Yeah.
Now, I get heartache and loss. Does he now regret everything that he's done? Yes.
Yep.
All right. Something about this is about money. It doesn't make sense to me, though, but it is about money.
Remember, because I get a bunch of pentacles. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Something.
I'm also getting trapped in fear. So wherever he's at, I really feel like he's in the wilderness. He might be in an abandoned building out there. He feels trapped. There's no way out at this stage, and he's getting too weak to fight.
Yep.
All right. Mm-hmm. I also don't think he has a cell phone anymore, because if the FBI is involved, like all that trickery, they know how to pull that stuff out of the hat, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get the ships are coming in again. It's about money. It's about money.
Never could see a pentacle. Why keep seeing pentacles?
I get the Three of Cups. I get the Magician. You know, I'm getting he was kind of arrogant, guys. I'm getting he thought he could get away with this. I know this is going to sound crazy, Sky, but could this have been a planned hit on the gay couple? Could he have known, right? Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I don't think I think.
Could he have known the stalker?
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, somebody saw that. Maybe one of the women turned down. It turned into something that girl saw that she could not live. Like, he knew she was gonna crack like a peanut. He knew she was gonna tell it all.
Listen, I'm wondering. I know this is far-fetched. I apologize for being so far-fetched at this stage of the game. I just need to say it. I'm wondering if he was paid to take the couple out. And that's where I keep getting the money from.
I don't remember. I kept saying, "Why am I getting all these pentacles?" But I'm trying to say on the.
Yes.
I was looking for the couple. Remember, I kept saying, "I keep getting all these pentacles for the couple."
Right.
Like I said, I don't understand why I'm getting all this money. That's, you know.
I think, let's just put it this way. I think there's a bigger connection to this gay couple.
Yep. The card has jumped out of my deck.
Thank you.
So I was playing. There's something, and notice they're not talking about it anymore. Mm-hmm. I heard about the family.
Which family? They're not talking about the gay couple at all.
At all. Nothing. Family, kids, nothing. There's something bigger.
I mean, at least let us know there's a separate case going on with the gay couple, right? But they're not doing that.
But they're not going to talk about it because, one, the police dropped the ball. So, meaning this would have never went as far as it went if they, when they got pulled over for hitting the curb, that was the time that she would have told it all.
Yeah.
She would have told what she saw. It would have been a whole thing.
Arrest her. Right.
They arrested her for the abuse of him at the time because she never said she scratched his face. Here's a question everybody needs to think about. She never said she scratched him or they fought. She said, I was trying to get my phone away from him. Well, I think that's what I heard. All I know, honestly, guys, I didn't watch it because as soon as I saw her, I felt it in my heart that she was done, and I felt sad. So I changed the channel. I didn't. Anytime somebody showed it, I didn't watch it anymore. When they come there,
Yeah.
I was like, she's not.
Yeah.
I felt sad for her, but what I felt at that instant, I said she saw something. Wasn't it? Was they killed somebody? I thought. Remember, I called you and said, I don't know, Trace. I feel like they had something to do with that couple being killed. It's coming across. So again,
Oh no!
What happened?
Oh no! I blocked the wrong person.
Oh.
Oh shit! And she was so good. She was so good. She was giving us all the information.
I gotta unblock her.
I don't know how. That's the funny part. Let me see if I can. Oh shit! Nope, it doesn't let me unblock her. I might have to go on her page and then unblock her. I am so sorry, sweetie. She was giving us all the feels.
Okay, Peter. Please rip fire and then he killed her.
I meant to block Peter, right? But the screen must have moved. Peter, get out of here. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. All right, hold on a second. I get the judgment card, right? Let me tell you something. I get the judgment card because Brian is not the smartest pig in a blanket. I think he did something to the gay couple. I think he told Gabby.
I'm telling you.
Right? I think he made a decision possibly to hurt the gay couple, right? Maybe because he thought they might have had money on them in the cabin, which is reasonable. And then the fight ensued. Now, the evidence back at that cabin is huge. So for right now, the cops cannot convince me A, B, C, and D. Because there's evidence left behind in that cabin. Because this is not a smart man. This isn't someone that does this. He did it, not someone that does this.
Right.
So he would have left evidence behind. And like you said, if he had scratch marks, whose scratch marks were it? Also, let me tell you something. I'm a domestic violence counselor. When you take someone's phone, that's an incident. Taking someone's phone is domestic violence.
Yep.
And when she said he tried to take my phone, on top of the caller saying they saw him hit her, he might have had scratch marks. They were supposed to arrest him.
They both were supposed to be. And this is why.
Or they both should have been arrested.
Yep.
I think the public is going to hear everything. I think the Wyoming state is going to have to admit their issues, right? Their favoritisms, their issue. She looked terrified in that video footage. That's what we said, Callie. She was like, that's not domestic violence. Domestic violence, you mad, he mad, you mad in front of the cops. You don't care when it's domestic violence. This wasn't domestic violence.
This was.
And I get a man here. I wonder if the stalker was a man.
They said it was a guy they saw.
Listen, I don't know if it's far-fetched. There might have been something much more
sinister
and planned. For money. For money. Too many money cards. Too many money cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Too many money cards in a 10-card deck.
And the funny thing with all of this is, and I think everybody's getting upset. And I know, don't take this the wrong way for everybody in the room. Everybody is getting upset because they're all looking for this blonde-haired woman. You ever wonder if it really is about the couple that passed away, and that's the evidence? Well, they're not talking about them at all. That lets you know it's bigger than what they're letting us know.
Right.
And we're saying the FBI is involved. So that means in other words, the girl could have told them what was going on. She was a loose end because she wasn't going along with it. She was upset physically, emotionally. When I saw the video, I kept saying, "Why they let she's what's wrong?" You know, it just didn't feel like she was somebody. If they were fighting, yes, but that energy she gave, and when I saw the video, was, I am terrified. I saw something. I know something that's gonna get me killed. If that makes sense to everybody,
Yeah.
you understand? So,
Listen, I want you guys to know all three women are together.
mm,
All three women are together. This is poor little Gabby. All right? They're together. Don't you dare worry about it. I really feel like the power of three in the spiritual world is going to get the answers that everyone wants out of this.
and while I'm shuffling, asking that question, I got this from the gestation period. So even everything takes a minute. To me, that comes across as looks like a spirit card, the shell, gestation period. So gestation means to me, in God's timing, it's all gonna come out little by little. Right now, it's just cooking. And if he's somewhere hiding in another state, because remember, Bob McCarr looked at it, lay of the land. He may have went to another state and hiding out, where it's more busy, where you won't even recognize him, where you know he can walk past you, but nobody won't see or really put pieces together.
Yeah, well, come to LA. We won't lose you.
So the thing with him is that he is somewhere, he's hiding in plain view.
But he's running out of steam, though. So that gives me some concern. Listen to this. Perfect 10. This is what I'm getting. Who knows? Maybe Brian was hired to off that couple. And Gabby was just finding out about his secret life and was not into it. That's what I was getting. But we're going to have to wait until it comes out in the wash.
And the girlfriend, the ex-girlfriend, knows more than she's saying about who he is, about what he does.
Yeah.
And the family's not going to talk to him because he was one of those kids at a younger age killing animals. He was
a weird kid.
He was one of those kids. He was one of those kids killing animals and stuff.
All right, Sky.
Yeah,
let me just pull a few more cards just to see what I get.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull a couple too. Wow.
Okay. Oh my God, Gabby was in such pain. Gabby, this had something to do with money. Period. Gabby was in such pain, but at some point she was helpless in helping the couple. But the job had to get done because I believe, this is what I believe, he was being paid off. So.
Yeah, she knew something. When I saw her, as soon as I saw her, I was like, yo, she knows something.
It was too late. It was too late. Look, once it occurred, she went inside her head. She was no longer Gabby. Once she knew what happened, she was this. She wasn't there. It wasn't Gabby, except to say, most likely to him, what did you do? What did you do?
That was the car ride and fighting the car and hitting the curb.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, Queen of Cups is it's Pisces. Yes, was Gabby a water sign?
Was a boyfriend a water sign? I don't know why, but he could be a Scorpio. They keep secrets. I'm sorry.
Well, you know, sometimes, Alexi, some of these readings aren't about what could we all learn from this, right? I don't know if that's the right answer. I think that if there's a global aspect to what's going on, I think Dateline has proven over and over again that sometimes the Caucasian community kill each other a lot, even though the perspective is that Black people rob stores and do this and do that. I think no one is looking at the Caucasian community that tends to call out other races. So if there's something that you all can learn today is, especially Caucasian parents, like, start looking better at your kids. And you could tell when your kids are not okay. You'll see it at 8. You'll see it at 7. I promise. Get them help early on. That's for white folks.
Right.
Hold on, Sky. For Black folks, if y'all keep watching TV shows like Power and this and that, and all they know is guns and money, well, guess what you're going to raise? The same thing. So I think, can we learn anything from this? Yes, of course we can. As a global community, spiritual global community, what are we learning from this? We have to learn that love wins. We have to learn that killing each other is not the answer. We have to learn that selfishness is not the answer to anything. You want to know what you can learn from this? Why are his parents protecting him? And other parents out there, if this happens, which God knows nobody wants this to happen, don't protect your children. Like, the chips have got to fall. This is so embarrassing now. The parents could wind up in jail too. Like, is this really what you want?
Mm-hmm.
So what are we learning, spiritual people? We're learning that COVID is here around the world because the human race is unkind. And the human race is purging its own people. Seriously. But this is not a new story. Any Dateline, this is not a new story. What Dateline only, for the most part, only shows Caucasians. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
What are we learning from this spiritually? Wake up.
Yeah.
Stop pointing to one race to be the most despicable race. Because when you point, I got 3 fingers pointing back at me.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Yeah. And spiritually, I think when you ask the question of, well, how does this help? Because I think a lot of people are affected by it. And because of the honesty of those women are missing, just like that girl is missing. And the spiritual side of it is, where is their care? Where is their love? Why is anybody not to find that
for women?
Right, for women, especially those 2 women who happen to be not heterosexual but homosexual, lesbians. That situation pans out in a way where your heart space, if you're spiritual, or if you're thinking that you're going on a spiritual path, or if you say you care about people, this conversation might gives you a different way of looking at it, to say, well, her death doesn't end at her just dying. It ends at a bigger picture of what also happened to those 2 women. Why weren't the police on a global level? Why weren't the police
caring enough
to do their job? That you saw a woman in distress. That's not here. A white woman in distress.
Yeah.
Who's being abused.
But the white boy was revered more.
Thank you. But that white boy was taken over her, put into a hotel room for her to later die. So with that should be the bigger, like, what is going on? So when we say COVID and spirituality, you're thinking these are all the things that are the undertone that people like to hide under race, and
it's being unearthed.
Women, I'm trying to put the right wording. Women aren't protected the way they should be. Because
women, little Gabby, the gay couple, Black women, Indian women.
Right. So Um, so what I'm hearing is, so the whole tie of spiritual and for COVID, all the pieces together, is it bringing it all the way back to the police? Every other case, any state, if you see two people fighting, you press charges. If someone has scars, there are charges to be pressed. Both people, if anything, should have been arrested. If he said that she beat him and they saw scratches, physical scratches, because remember, I think she said she didn't scratch him. So where the scratches come from?
Right.
So now this becomes a whole nother case. So again, spiritually, if you're not hearing ringing in your ears and going, something's not right, and it just is making you feel like there's something not right, you have to guesstimate. Then the conversation that we're having now is more or less for the spiritual communities to put some people at ease to say they're having the same conversations. I myself, because I have someone to talk to spiritually, which is my book club and Tracy, I can say, hey, this is what I'm getting. Are you getting the same thing, or what are you feeling about it? This is a space.
Right.
You just say, hey, I've been feeling the same way too. Let me ask some questions. This should be a space, not for you to knock anybody, but for everybody to come to some sort of common ground. Or, you know what, I've been kind of getting the same kind of knock too. I might not get what you're getting, but I'm getting something similar to that. That's all. That's the best way. So I understand what you're saying, that it's a spirit. I don't know who said that. How's the spirit?
No, it was a good question. Like she said, I think it was Alexi. I'm sorry if I'm getting the wrong person, but I think she said, what are we supposed to learn from this spiritually?
Yeah.
And we're supposed to learn that it's time to change. We're supposed to learn that to this day, we don't care about the gays. To this day. We're supposed to learn that we don't care about women. Women don't care about women. Let me repeat that. Women don't care about women, because if you did, there would be less of these.
Exactly. And even if you just take out anything to do with color, just think women.
Right.
Just think women. If this was a girl and it was a heterosexual couple in a thing, and the last name was Swartz, it'd be a whole thing. So at this point, this is a good way to analyze your own existence as a woman, and how do I help other women? Because at this point, that's what we're missing. And even when Tracy said that, I started reading cards, and I said, what is this about? And I got a tidy house, clarity and organization. They're trying to fix this whole thing with the police. They don't know what to do. Right now, there's so much evidence inside. Look, and if you look at this house, where is it?
It's a mess.
Good.
It's a mess.
And
it's on the verge of collapse. That's such a beautiful card, though. That really looks like some really bad Disney movie or something.
And in the house, a tidy house. So there's a lot of evidence inside that house. The next card I got was they're casting.
Wait a second. I'm sorry, Sky. True deeds. This is where I'm telling you, women don't care about women. That comment is derogatory. At the end of the day, Gabby made a choice to cover for a man that was abusing her. Women, care about yourself and walk away the minute you see red flags. I'm a domestic violence counselor. It's impossible. The minute you wind up in a domestic violence situation, it takes 7 times to get out. 7 times. That could be 7 literal times, 7 months, 7 years. So that comment is unkind. And this is what we as women have got to learn. We've got to learn to speak more kindly of other women. You don't know what it's like to be in a domestic violence situation, to just say to someone, get out. And they can't. Go ahead, Sky. I'm sorry.
We all sitting here talking. There's some guys, some women that people have dated that people said, leave them alone. You see the red flags. And they stay with them anyway. So it's easier to say, get out, take care of, but a lot of people aren't strong like that. So do you say you deserve whatever you get because you aren't strong enough? Or do you help them until they get it right?
Right.
Sometimes you help them get it right.
Let me tell you something. Most of my clients, when I speak to them, not that it's domestic violence to this extreme, but there is domestic disrespect.
Yeah.
And most of my clients I know for years until they say to me, thanks for sticking by me, Tracy. I know it took a couple of years.
Yeah. And I think True D just said a comment. I'm sorry for 100% pure. No. We didn't think that you were being rude. It was just you asked an honest question. There's no dumb
You
question.
well, you weren't being rude, but hold on.
It
You
was
weren't
totally
being
fine.
rude.
But you have to let me correct you,
Yes.
right? You weren't being rude, but you
Yeah.
have to let me correct you, because part of what I'm seeing here is women don't take
Women. So it just means you had a family of women that talk that way.
Oh, hey Tia. It said, "What is Sky's YouTube, girl? I don't have one yet." Well, it will
But
most likely
you
just be my.
will.
I'll be one. It'll be the same as Beautiful Conundrum. That's all. That'll be it. So look out for that. But then the next card I got, guys, was net casting. So I would take that as the FBI. Everybody can see it, I hope.
Net casting, yeah.
Yeah, preparation. Come to frustrations. They're gonna catch him, but he's not gonna be well. The next part is overflow, and it's the water. A lot of emotion.
Mm-hmm.
And the last
Well,
card,
he's psychopath. He's psychopath, so he does
yes,
carry a lot of emotion.
there's a lot of emotions. And the final card for me,
Perfect storm. Mm.
all these pieces will come together. Meaning the stuff with the family, they're gonna start talking. Everybody's know he hasn't been right. This was
Mm-hmm.
bound to happen sooner or later. And I know, like, people have people in family that just are not mentally there. But I think that sometimes, you have to let people know, kind of be clear, like, don't, be careful. You would kind of say those things, you know. Oh, thank you, pink, pink, and more pink. Yes, that's
Yeah.
my color, boo. Pink, pink, pink. Ain't get it? Let me shimmy for y'all. No, but I think again for her is this whole thing that we read, because again we're having this conversation because I myself, again, this should be a safe space for your spiritual conversations. I think be aware more of what you're saying and how you're saying it, because sometimes it can be taken in the wrong way. And again, for me being spiritual, I was having a lot of questions that were thrown at me. So I know if you guys are here, a lot of you guys are having the same, like, what the, it don't feel right, sis. I don't know what you feeling. So you got to have some place you could talk about these things with somebody. And I would say, Tracy, if you're on this page, and whenever I get my own page, we could fall back and forth. When I get my page, I'll make sure I have Tracy on. But this was like really, I mean, we know that.
Yeah.
Wow, my
So
father.
also Mabel says, Sky, I'm a fan. Now love your energy.
Oh,
I'm a
thank you.
fan now. Love your energy.
Thank you.
You did an amazing job today at Tiffany, which is one of our group mates.
Hey, Tiffany.
So I think what I'm getting also, Sky, is that people are curious as to whether or not he's going to be found alive. Please let me tell you, he will be found alive. He's a coward. So interesting enough, he can't kill himself. He loves himself too much. Also, I think he thinks he can charm his way out of this.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to enough people out there in the public that's going to be like, oh, poor Brian. Oh, my God. And I think that his family is telling him that, and the lawyer, not that I'm saying the lawyer is involved, but I'm just saying, might be a lawyer involved, that is saying, we can get you out of this, Brian. We can get you out of this. Maliqua Bean. Oh, look. Oh, I love that. Maliqua.
Yeah, I think it's just a thing. I think, I myself don't have any children, but I think if you have children, again, let me jump
Okay.
Just be
Let's not compare this to Casey Anthony. This is not a Casey Anthony story that killed her daughter. That's not what this is.
No, you want to be able to look at it in this way, that if you have kids, I think less people should say, oh, that is my kid. I think you should be thinking along the lines, I am raising another human being to live in society, to grow up and leave my household and live within the world. Who am I raising? how am I raising them to be to other people? How are they interacting with other people? You understand? And a lot of times,
Yeah.
mindful, a lot of parents raise their kids to be a carbon copy of them. And y'all all know y'all work with people y'all can't stand. You be like, she talks about
And you
everybody.
wonder, how is this person raising her children?
Thank you. You have to wonder that. So again, you know, that's what it is, guys. That's what it is. And that's, you know.
Okay. Okay, listen, Sky, I just had one more thing. At least
Yes.
one of the couples alive work store when they got pulled over. I saw something. Most serial killers are charmers. And they honestly believe, listen, this is white boy syndrome now. This is white boy syndrome. Not being racist, nor do I care if you think I'm being racist. They honestly believe they can get this boy off because of white boy syndrome, which happens. A black man raped, he gets 35,000 years. A white boy raped, gets seen, saw on camera, he gets 3 months because the judge likes him.
Yeah.
So they honestly are saying to him, listen, we're privileged. They're not saying it that way. Don't get me wrong. That's not what's happening. But they're acting that way. And they're like, we can get you off, but you're going to have to come in now. We have to schedule you to come in. I don't think they're going to find him dead.
And here, don't you guys find this odd too? And this is something I think everybody wants to think about. If that was your daughter, and that was her boyfriend, you're not coming to see that family to see what the hell is going on. You're not going to their house. You're not calling them. You're not making all types of, wait a minute, what was going on? Why didn't you tell me this? Like, aren't you making those type of calls? This is why I feel the FBI is involved. There's more to this story that we're pulling out money and we're pulling out all these different things. This is a deep cut. It's a deep cut. It's a deep cut. And you know, it's odd that the family is not in an uproar.
Yeah. See, I don't think he's in Mexico because he would stand out too much. Right? It's what they would call a gringo in Mexico. He would stand out too much. So no, he's not in Mexico.
And if the family is giving him money, he doesn't have money. Before he left, they gave him some money. Just so clear. Because he went to the house, they saw him. He told them what happened. He didn't give them the details, but he told them what happened.
But he said, I did it. Yeah.
And he ran, and they let him run.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Sky. What is your DM? What's your Instagram DM? Oh, wait, let me pull this out.
It's beautiful. I'll put it inside the thing. I'll type it in. Instagram.
Oh, please do. Yeah. If Sky says plain sight, then it has to be an urban city. Yeah, it has to be an urban city. So, where are they from? Where are they? Are they from Florida? Guys, where are they from?
I don't even know. You know the girl. I know that people.
Where are the parents and Gabby from? They never really mentioned that.
She's from Long Island.
She's from Long Island?
She's from Long Island.
Where? I don't even understand that. How did they meet? That means he must have been. But that means he must have been in Long Island. New York. They're saying New York, Long Island. But was he in Long Island or was he in Florida? Is this the first time they've ever traveled together? Suffolk County. He's from Florida.
I think they
Long
met.
Island.
Did they meet from online? I don't know. I feel like online, like they connected some way. But she was genuinely a naive girl.
Yes, she was.
She was a naive girl. That's what I get.
So that begs a difference. How long did these two even know each other?
Exactly.
Like, did he have to meet someone, let's say online, way out of state, people that don't know him in Florida? Both went to Long Island High School. All right. They went to school together. Okay, thank you guys.
See,
So
I
at some point they were both in New York. They knew each other from high school. Okay, that's all I was trying to figure out. All right, Sky. Are you done? The funeral was today. Yeah, I knew that, Claudette. Thank you.
yeah, I think I don't want to pull up I guess I could put up a final, but my mind is telling me it's open up another bag of. You do the final, Tracy, and I see if I get it. There's a bag of.
No,
Every time I pull up,
actually, if you
I
want
keep
to pull a
hearing.
final, go
I keep
ahead.
hearing. I keep hearing. I'm okay now.
Who is okay?
I guess Gabby.
Yeah,
I'm okay now. So I guess
yeah.
what he did to her was horrific. Because if you notice, guys, they're not talking about the body. They're not saying how they found her. They're not saying what she looked like. He beat that girl with an inch of her life. Did they find that van?
But I think she was still living when he walked away
Yeah.
from her.
Did they find the van?
Yeah.
Did they take are they doing stuff inside the van?
No, I don't remember. They
They're
only
not,
mentioned that they found the body.
that's what I'm trying to say. There's so much. You understand that they're not
Yeah.
because yeah. I'm getting that he beat her about the head. She wasn't she was on the towel. She was on the talk. He didn't trust she wasn't gonna talk, guys.
Mm-hmm. So let's not put too much blame on the parents. I don't know where this line of questioning is going. It's not about the parents. It's about two people that got together and something went completely wrong. How does the parents get involved in, Brian's decision or even their decision to go cross country? Because that is something that Caucasian communities do. They go cross country.
But people they don't know.
But they do it. It's very common in the community. Black folks don't do it because from state to state, there are towns called sundown towns. That's why we don't do it. Seriously.
Yeah. Be out of here.
All right.
Down.
All right. Let me pull the final outcome. Visionary.
Wow.
Visionary means the capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. Willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. That's what we are. We are
That's
visionaries.
what we're doing right now. Yeah, we're seeing what's happening.
What we're doing right now.
Yeah.
With no guilt, no shame. This is who we are. And all we're trying to do is get some answers that you're not getting from the cops right now. They're not telling you how they found the body. They're not talking about the gay couple. That's our job to be like, what? What is this? Did Brian have something to do with the gay couple? Now listen to this. Visionary, a dreamer, a prophet, a seer, a psychic, a medium.
Yeah.
Visionary lets you imagine possibilities that are beyond the scope of your individual looking and that benefit all of society. Brings into view what could be if certain choices are made or what is inevitably given choices that have already been made, like the killing of this couple.
Yeah.
Look for a long-term passion to see beyond the obvious or momentary actions to perceive a larger pattern.
There's a larger pattern. There's some things that are going on. None of the parents are talking. There's a big thing here, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Chia, 82 Black people live in van. Yeah, we know they live the van life, but they know how to live the van life. I've seen those van life things. They live a great life. But we're saying that not everyone in certain places are going to go certain things and be certain places.
Listen. Don't tell me about Black people. Yeah. One or two people might live in life. It's not a cultural thing for us, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And don't act like it is. It's not. Yeah. I think she was manipulated for a long time. Where was her mother? I'm not sure where everybody's going with the mother here. Why is the mother y'all's question? I never got the mother as a problem. Listen, y'all got to trust us. I never got the mother as a problem.
Let me
Gabby didn't do anything. He did.
Here's the catch. At a certain age, all the women in the room, all the men in the room, you're your own person. Your mother can tell you whatever she want to tell you. If you like the man, he crazy. That's still your boo. That's my boo. I love him. Y'all know how I go.
Oh, leave my boyfriend alone. Stop talking about my boyfriend, Mom.
Y'all know, we all know some friends have stopped talking to us over a man. You could have had a problem with her, but because you don't like her man, now y'all can't be friends. She could forgive him, but she can't forgive you. So again, you can't really blame a parent. Once you're a certain age, there's only but so much anybody can do. Once you are over 18 and you're out of when you're out your parents' household, you're on your own. You do what you want when you want. Let's not forget, because some people are older. Remember how you was in your, because I know when I was in my 20s, girl, when I was 16, 17, 18, you couldn't tell me nothing. I was the ish.
Yes.
20 to 25, you couldn't tell me nothing. I was fine. You was, girl, what? Anyway, you can tell me nothing. So again, you have to really put yourself in the mind, stay within reality of, I know how I do things sometimes. What people tell me don't mean anything. It's my choice, what I want to do. So that was her choice as a young woman who was in love with somebody who probably wasn't the right person for her.
Yes. So, but I think it's interesting when I tell you women don't take care of women. Why is Gabby's mother being brought in when Brian's mother is protecting him?
Boom.
I just don't get it.
How?
I just don't get it. This is not Gabby's mother's thing. Where is the mother? The mother was there raising her. She raised her. Why are you guys not asking about Brian's mother, who is currently covering him?
Yeah.
Well, Francis, just because you wouldn't doesn't mean I wouldn't. I would go live with my man's parents. I don't see that as a bad thing. We're not in the 1940s. I would do it. Where is the father? Whose father?
Again.
So I think at the end we're getting a little crazy with the comments.
No, I think this is the best way to look at it. Again, if you're asking these questions and you have children, remember when they do something wrong, people can say to you, where was the mother? What was you doing, sis? How come your child is acting like this? You be like, I didn't do nothing. I raised them to be better. So ultimately, you have to be aware that sometimes women are sometimes more misogynistic than men. You know, and this is why sometimes things don't go well. Again, at this point, the spiritual point of this is we all were having questions emotionally about it. Of course, everybody that's here was probably triggered by it in some way. And they needed more answers. So this was just us giving an overview of what we were getting and having a spiritual conversation about it. Not right, not wrong, just putting it in a way that may make you think of it differently, give some empathy to the parents. Of course, this is a grown woman who made her own choice. And if he wasn't a good person, that was her choice. She just picked a guy.
Yeah. And if it was domestic violence, it takes 7 times to get away from him.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, so when you're a certain age, you know, we can do as much as you can. But, you know, it's
and
just...
the bottom line, Gianna, the cops screwed up. That's the bottom. You want to know the truth? The cops screwed up.
Ooh, child.
Gabby should be alive.
Yep. And that in itself, guys, is the biggest. If that doesn't say women they did not take into account that this woman, let's be honest, the police did not follow their own protocol. Once they see someone scratched or any injuries, she had no injuries, so she automatically should have been arrested. Automatically taken into jail, and that may have saved so many things would have happened from that point. So many things, including when did the police put you in a hotel?
Including confession.
Right. She would have told her, she would have sung like a peanut. She would have sung like a bird. All she saw,
Yeah.
all she heard, what was going on. Because at that point, if you saw that video, she looked terrified.
Mhm.
And that wasn't abuse terrified. It was, I saw something I will never be able to not to unsee. That's what I felt.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's what I felt when I saw her. And
I
after
mean,
that,
again, I'm gonna invite you all to go back and look at the dash cam video or the video on the offices. It's out there. She was petrified. This was not domestic violence.
yeah, she was beyond. I looked, I was like, wow. And who Zora, they were dating off and on since 10th grade. Yeah,
Okay.
so red flag. Again, so then he knew, so at some point it was the end. It was, again, if they've been dating off and on for 10th grade, right? You're saying at that point the parents should have intervened. Once she left their household, they could no longer intervene. There's nothing you can do. That's a grown woman now.
Mhm. And you're
So
right, Quinn. He kept saying, because he knew how to bond with the men. It's an old boys network. So he kept saying, yeah, she's crazy. Meanwhile, he just killed a couple. Wow.
yeah, that's good. Yeah, he went to jail. Like, who put you in a hotel, girl? So again, it's less about color, but more about women care. Like, what's going on with the women? Like, why are we
Mhm.
not putting that same spectrum of we deserve care? How
Mhm.
can he say that she was crazy because he said she was crazy? Where do they give the girl the car so she could drive on and put him in a hotel? Like, where do they do that at?
Oh, they did it
That's
in
what I'm trying.
Wyoming. In
Yeah,
Wyoming, that's where they do it.
yeah. And then even then, you have to remember when I watched it, she was like, "No, I was bugging. I was this and the other." But once as a police officer, you see scratches, and he says,
Somebody was supposed to go to jail, at least handcuffed. They didn't even handcuff these kids.
and he said she hit me with her phone.
Here, Cassandra. Cassandra explains it the best. Men need to stop killing women.
Yeah.
That's what this boils down to.
Mm-hmm.
We need
Yeah.
to teach our boys to stop being so violent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Somebody said, Tres Leche Love said, these cops date crazy women. And that's why they were sympathetic to her. And again, that's not part of your job.
Well, one of them actually said, I understand because my wife, blah, 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 blah. One
Exactly.
of them actually said that
So that
on
means
camera.
you shouldn't be doing that job, sir, because you got to separate the two.
No, Voracious, it's not about women staying single. It's about women understanding that they have the power.
Yeah.
It's about exercising power. It's about women understanding that we need to protect women. It's about women understanding that we need to care about one another, especially when we talk to one another. Don't put each other down. So, no, I'm not about to tell all my women out there to stay single. I'm going to tell them to power up.
Yes, power up, sis. When you
Now,
see
that's
somebody,
different.
when you see a guy harassing a woman, just stand there and be a witness.
That's
You don't have to say
right.
anything, just be a witness.
That's
If you see her,
right.
leave me alone, walk away, and she said, no, I'm okay, but she's not okay, call 911.
Yes.
Be the first report. Maybe she doesn't realize she's being abused.
Oh, that is so true.
Maybe she doesn't realize she's been because everybody else around her
Listen,
is going through the same
guys,
thing.
I do a lot of readings. And when
Mhm.
I read on something, I'll say, for example, I'll say, oh, child, he's abusive. You know what some women will say to me? No, no, he's not, Tracy. I mean, he grabbed my arm yesterday. Are you kidding me? I
Mm-mm.
said, that's abuse.
That's the start of it. Mm-hmm.
He took my phone and wouldn't give it back to me, Tracy, but he's not abusive. That's abuse. You
Mm-hmm.
don't know it.
Voracious child. Women are too competitive to care. I don't believe that. You know why women are so competitive? Because sometimes, and maybe that's why it's stopping now. If you pay attention, a lot of the young girls aren't so competitive. The really, really
No, no, women have always been competitive because we've never taught ourselves
say it again.
not to be. women have always been competitive.
Yeah.
Have you seen the women in the 60s?
Yeah.
Do you
So
read the Bible? Like,
so at
women
this,
have been terrible to each other, but now we've got to teach each other to stop.
and that's the difference. So now you have a lot more young girls saying, sis. So when you hear the girl, sis, you look cute, or your hair is nice. It's more about teaching each other to not be competitive about, oh, you have some I want. Because competitiveness is never really about each other. Competitiveness is about the men. Well, if she looks that
Always,
way, he's not going to talk to me. Nowadays,
always.
you have a lot more younger girls telling, oh, you look nice. Go ahead and work, girl. It's about that self-worth. So if we teach
Yep.
that to ourselves more, I'm not, me personally, I'm not a competitive woman. If you look cute, I'm like, that's cute. Everything, like some girls with colorful hair that pull it off, I think it looks great. I can't pull it off. So I'm always like, that looks good. I'm not gonna be like, oh, what is she doing with her hair? Yo, if it works for you, sis, keep it working.
Right,
If you like it,
right,
I love it. If you want to have
right.
piercings across your forehead and tattoos on your body, hey, keep doing you, sis.
Also, Sky, True Deed says, what about verbal abuse and belittling, but not physical? It's
Same
abuse.
thing. It's the same thing.
And that's the slow burn. By the
Mhm.
time the abuse comes, he's already taken you down to nothing.
Yeah. And that's
My
something that
favorite is when one of my clients call and they go, I'll read, and I'll be like, oh, child, he seems crazy. And then she goes, I know, but he calls me crazy. No, he calls you crazy because he is crazy. He's just throwing it back at you.
Mhm. Yeah, verbal burst. Just so again, it's just a, like you said, if more people, because whether you like it or not, ladies, you think guys are just competitive and gossipy, but they will band together
They will
against
stick
a woman.
together.
Against a woman. Well, women go, I don't know. Let me jump on that bandwagon. It's like, well, I don't know the whole story, but it wasn't right. I don't know the whole story, but you shouldn't put your hands on her. I don't know what she did with your kids, but you shouldn't beat her. Like that should
Hmm.
be the conversation that we have.
I mean, Sky, if everyone can think back to being in school and at the lunch break and a weird little girl comes in,
Mm-hmm.
who went over to that weird little girl to say, hey, how you doing? How you doing? But the whole school is making fun of that weird little girl. Which one
Yep.
of you did that?
Yep.
Because you weren't taught to
Mm-hmm.
override the masses. It's not your
Exactly.
fault. It's not your fault. But you weren't taught to override the masses. Then, as you get older, everybody starts getting pretty. So all of a sudden, that weird little girl, boys are looking at. And now you mad at her because she's just growing up pretty. And now you want to hate her and you want to get all your church girls to hate her, all your cheerleading girls to hate her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is an old story, but it's time to change it up. It's time to be anew. It's time to understand we have always been emotionally ruled by men. Let's stop. Let's start caring about our girls,
Mm-hmm.
our women.
Yeah. Oh, Perfect 10 says that we just said that there's a cloak. The car just said that. Perfect 10. Apparently, FBI is
Yeah, we
closing in
saw
on
it.
drivers. We just said that. We just said his cloak. They're coming in. It's a dragnet. They're gonna, you know, it's gonna be
Let me
very.
tell you something, LD. I was an odd kid.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You try being a psychic when you're 10 years old.
Girl, or try to.
And
Girl,
go
you're
ahead.
right.
And
Or
try
being
to
that
what?
girl,
Tell me, Sky.
or being that girl that you're talking to your friends about their business they didn't tell you. So now you got two friends arguing, like, who told her that? I'm just asking a question. How you know that? I don't know. I don't know how I know. I just know.
I just know.
I just know.
Now you the
Like, oh,
target of their anger.
so then you be like, oh man, again, being
Sky,
that weird girl.
Sky, you did that to me the other day. And I was like, whoa, when did I tell you? And you're like, you didn't. I was like, I was so upset. I was like, I checked my text messages. I was like, how did she know?
And I was like, I don't know. I just asked the question. So how'd you know to ask that question? I was
It
like,
was
I
the
don't know.
way you asked it. It was the way you asked it.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Like, I was like this.
Lamar's here. I'm just special.
What?
Lamar. Hi, Lamar.
Where's Lamar?
I feel
Hi,
special now.
Lamar. Oh, you ladies look beautiful. Thank you,
I feel
Lamar.
so
By the
special.
way, Lamar. So Lamar did the video on Brian as well. So now I got to go back and see what I said and see what you said, Lamar.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back and I'm going to see.
Yeah, this is good. This is a great reading. And it was a great conversation, guys, for all the women that
Did you see him alive in the end, Lamar? That was the big question here. Did you see him alive in the end? He says hi, Tiffany. Lamar says hi. Yes. Feliqua. Yes. Lamar Townsend. It's his. Lamar, did you see him alive in the end? Lamar Townsend is his YouTube.
Oh, he said this. You were here the whole time, Lamar? Oh my God, I feel so special. I feel like this has made
What happened?
Lamar said he was here. He's a great reading.
He was here the whole time? Oh my God, I love you, Lamar.
Reading. We just saw Lamar. Oh my God.
Hold on, let me read this guy. Lamar says, yes, I saw a possibility he would be found alive, but the closer it got to him being found, the more he would be paranoid.
That's what he just said.
Sense.
Exactly.
That makes complete sense. Look, somebody's like, Lamar's in the house. Yeah.
That's big.
All the group mates are here.
That's big purr when you see Lamar. Big purr.
Big purr.
Big purr is in the house. No, but this was really good. This was a great reading. I think everybody's feedback was really good. It was a great informational conversation, guys. Like, you guys had some good questions and viewpoints, and this is great. This is really good. This is a great, and the conversation perspective, everybody giving their point of view and us answering. This is like really good. This is really good. And
listen, Sky.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Listen, Aoife Shay. Hi, sweetie.
Aoife Shay.
Hi. Yes, at the bottom right there.
Let me go all the way down. Hey, Aoife Shay.
Yes.
Island Dreamer. Everybody's here.
Yeah.
Coco is here. I saw Mimi. Tiff.
Oh, Tiffany said this was a much needed conversation today. Thanks for speaking the truth and spreading the visionary.
Yeah, this is really good.
Please follow at Lamar Townsend Tarot on IG, YouTube, Twitch, and all major platforms.
YouTube. Even say, so when are you starting your YouTube channel?
Oh, look at this. So Tari Self-Care says the police knew he came from a connected family. When you are in law enforcement, you have a special badge you carry in case you get stopped by the law. Ain't that some crap? Ain't that some crap? There you go. All right. We did good, guys. Thank you, Sky, so much. How can people reach you?
Beautiful Conundrum on Instagram. It's a little spicy, like I said earlier, but it's cute. And I'll be building with a YouTube channel name with the same name, and I'll do that sooner than later. I think I've been pushing that direction, because that's all like Miss Tracey and other people in the peanut gallery in the comments. Okay. But this has been great, guys. This has been a great experience for me.
I have one last thing to add. I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
I saw this mentioned twice. This is nothing like OJ, everyone.
No.
You guys are getting so confused with your celebrities. This is nothing like OJ. Brian was not loved. OJ was this athletic star, blah, 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 blah. Brian was a regular Joe out there.
And a weird one at that.
He might have been weird, yes, but stop comparing this to OJ. Like, that's weird to me. It's not the same thing.
Yeah.
We're not going to find a third party that killed Gabby. Brian killed Gabby, period.
Yeah.
We're not going to find some mysterious person that killed Gabby. No. But it's not, stop comparing. I don't know where that, it's like some weird stuff going on about OJ. No defense of OJ or anything. To be honest with you, Black folks always knew that he was responsible. Like, we always knew. We always knew. We always knew. But moving forward, stay focused, not with the comparison. Just stay focused with Brian.
Yeah. And how the women were overlooked. Like,
And-
if the police had arrested for
Yes.
the situation, she would still be here for not.
Yes.
They
Yes.
would have had. She would have called her parents. She would have gotten away. There's so many things. All the what ifs are there, but but everything happened. And I know this.
Mhm.
In hindsight,
Mhm.
there's a bigger picture in the backdrop that we will. I say we will never see, but there's a bigger picture in the backdrop that's going to come to the forefront when all
Yes.
comes out. People are like, what? Because there's so much. These things had to happen. And again, remember, we all come here with an assignment. That might have been her assignment.
Yeah. Also, I'm just gonna block you because you're a piece of shit.
Ooh.
This guy right here. I'm blocking you because I don't care. I'm not
Who?
even gonna repeat what he said.
Oh,
Can you see it?
Brian
Can you see
Lordy.
it at the bottom?
Gabby had fierce nipples. Okay.
No. See, I didn't mention it on purpose.
Oh, sorry.
Don't
sorry.
believe him. Don't believe him. And so what if she did? So what? That's again, you're putting a girl down?
Yeah.
What is wrong with no? Get out of here, you
You know that-
weirdo.
Again, that's all things that your perception of what a woman's, what she does with a woman, what a woman does with her body is her choice.
And it has nothing to do with why she got killed. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. She was wearing a short skirt. That's why she got raped. Come on. Get out of here. All right, guys. Oh, thank you, Tiffany. I think you might have been blocking him while I was trying to block him because then I get to block him.
Yeah, this is good. This is a great thing.
All right, guys. The last comment was perfect. How men can put a woman down, and this is why the court system is stacked against women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Love your bodies, women in Texas.
Yeah. It's time
Fight
to
for
go.
your bodies. Fight for your decisions. Fight for your womanhood. All right. I'm over myself. I love you guys. Sky,
Right.
thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. It was beautiful.
Bye-bye.
If you want a reading with me, subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming through. There's 160 people on here. Press the like button. Subscribe. And if you want to text me for your own personal reading, 213-458-7408. Most of my group mates from the group club was in here. Sky, thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate this. Thank you.
This is really good.
Bye, everybody. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. That's a spiritual way of saying thank you if you can donate.
That's the spiritual way of saying thank you. That's a
I
good one.
appreciate this reading. I like for more likes. Like what you said.
Yes.
Yes, divine feminine. Yes.
Yes, divine feminine. Yes.
Yes.
We gotta rise. We gotta get there. All of us.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right.
So much. Yep. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bye.
Hit the music.
Yeah, I'm trying. I keep forgetting what I'm supposed to do. So I keep saying bye. Bye.
Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown, Tracey Brown. Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown.